After a lot of awesome recommendations from my last video, and going over what I would need versus what I can afford, it looks like I'm not going to be able to get the router or bandsaw that I would need. I'm going to go the same route for the second one as I did for the first. I was hoping I'd have this boat done by the end of October, but with me not being able to do video work full time, I think it will be more likely to be in the spring. I don't want to risk launching the boat in winter if something goes wrong. Also, the larger priority is closing in my shop for the cold months ahead. Every old man sitting on a park bench is saying that it's going to be a hard one, and I've come to trust old farmers.
Let me introduce you to a new sponsor for the channel. Let's try out a real diamond in the rough in the world of mobile gaming. I started playing Hero Wars. This is an online role-playing action game with a variety of PvP and PvE modes. Here we can fight against powerful bosses and experience the story. This campaign style is great. It feels like a classic fantasy game. While completing missions, I can collect loot and upgrade my champions. This game has more than 50 unique heroes. Each one has unique abilities. Combine and assemble different teams to battle in the arena or traverse the Endless Tower. The main party happens online. You can create guilds, fight with other players, and constantly rise in rank. Join the game now and get a super chest with a secret hero, as well as 62 emeralds and 30,000 gold. Hero Wars is available on mobile devices and also runs in a web browser. Scan this QR code or download the link from the description. I'll see you in-game.
Now this is not an ordinary hammer. You would not want to strike two hammers on the faces as they are both hardened steels. This one I have reheat treated to be able to strike it, but this is not something I would want someone to try unless they 100% knew what they were doing. If you like my video, I would really appreciate it if you could like this video, as it really helps out the channel. If you want more of the Path of Fire, longer videos, and direct contact, consider joining my Patreon. The link will be in the description. The 2022 Phase Forge calendar is currently up for sale.
Remember, you only have until October 31st to get one. After that, you'll have to wait until next year. A friend made me a denim overall skirt since they know I don't like most aprons or things on the back of my neck. This might be our happy medium for some light shop work. It has often been said by learned men in high towers that truth and light are the same concepts. One illuminates your path, the other your mind. For me, life is made in the margins, those subtle lines where the gray-blue boundaries trace the fires of creation and the borders of oblivion, that fine line between truth and superstition. I walk in the dark and know there are no monsters, yet every rustle is the scraping hooves of some ancient demon seeking solitary damsels in the night woods. People ask me their questions to try and understand why I do what it is I do. They seek truth, my hard-earned and bled-for truth. They want the truth behind the light, yet won't sit at my hearth to break bread with me to learn it. They want it handed to them. Their ask is done so out of something more akin to anger. They are mad because they just cannot understand why I do it differently from them. But I have nothing to say on it. I could never explain to them why I cut that part of the ship out by hand. Why, they ask. They beat their hands on the keyboard while I hand hammer folded steel, swords, and shrug off a power hammer. It's easier, they say. Easy. As if easy was the point. It's their point. I cannot explain to them in any language or dance or well-edited video. They would hear heathen drums and see us dance and never think to join, but rather sit and distract while we dance to the old gods whose names are only remembered by the dust and the sky. I don't have words for people who can't see truth when it's in front of them. This fire you see, while it lived, it was my fire, and its light and dark were whispering to me their story. Surely you felt it. While you were watching the flames flow around the dark of the charred wood. I think a few more of you will understand now. Some of you may notice that quote-unquote split in the middle. It's not. I just wanted a smaller eye than what was originally welded up. It's perfectly fine.
My property is surrounded by cardinals. They were my dad and grandma's favorite bird. It's nice to feel like maybe they are coming to check on me from time to time. I'm pretty happy with this first Adze. It will do the job nicely. Now to make a handle, and I'll be using white oak since that's what flooded my shop at the moment. A table saw or bandsaw would be so nice right about now. I've not even gotten to take this to a proper stone and it already cuts pretty easy. Now to the harder work.